I am pleased to welcome Representative Elaine Price. She is also a member of the Idaho Freedom Caucus. She's out of Legislative District 4, and I know she has a bill that is seeking to repeal some what they call dead law, or an amendment that is no longer relevant to our state that's in our Constitution. Representative Price, welcome to the program. What can you explain? What's your big pitch about this bill that you've got going?
Matt, thanks for having me. The big push with the Blaine Amendment is that this amendment was initiated by somebody who was anti-Catholic, anti-immigrant, and it has its root deep in bigotry. And that does not reflect our state. So we are looking to repeal Article 9, Section 5 of the Idaho Constitution. The big thing that we have to remember is that this legislation is looking to put this in front of the voters. The voters are the one who actually decide whether we repeal this or not. So this is giving the voters the choice to repeal this section of our Constitution.
Okay, I see. So because it is part of the literal Constitution, your bill would simply be able to put this to the voters.
That's correct. It would be on the ballot November of this year to repeal it.
Okay, and can you give us now, when you, I guess when it comes to, you explained that there was a reason why that this was put into our Constitution, and that it had to do something with mainly anti-bigotry against Catholics or religion, maybe religion in general. But what is because this amendment exists, what is it barring the legislature or Idaho from doing?
The actual Constitution says that we cannot give public money to, and they call it sectarian organizations, and it's focused on schools. So we can't give public money to religious schools. So, and when I've been studying up on this, and the information I read this weekend specifically says that if you base it solely on religion, then it's unconstitutional. And that's what they decided in the case of Montana v. Espinoza, I think is what it was. And because it's based strictly on religion as the reason why they're not allowing public funds to go to these schools, then that is unconstitutional. It's discrimination is what it is.
Yeah, well, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but does the state of Idaho give money to colleges that have religious affiliations? Well,
and that's interesting, because I want to get specifics on it so that when I'm speaking, I'm giving facts. But the examples are like Pell Grants, so that's federal money that goes to any school that they choose. There's other examples as well. You just think about, I think about St. Vincent de Paul in our area that helps with housing, Section 8 housing. I'm pretty sure taxpayers' money is going to help them. So, but that's not a school. So I just think it's something that I need to investigate a little bit more and have facts and say, private schools, are we giving them money? If we're giving private schools money, then we can't discriminate just strictly based on religion for other private schools that are religious.
Right. So if we're paying, if the state is giving private schools money for one thing, and then a parent says, well, maybe can I get some government money to help me go to private schools that might be a religious school, you're saying that there's a conflict here, and this Blaine Amendment, should we hopefully get removed, we can at least explore this a little bit further, because it may already the state may already be violating this amendment anyway. So it does sound very messy. So I'm glad
Yes.
I'm glad you're bringing this forward. I know the hearing that you just had was a print hearing, so this will go before committee soon. Which committee will this be before?
This is going through state affairs.
State affairs. Okay.
Yeah. So
Great.
the same committee that the library bill just went through. So.
Right. Great segue. So can I get your quick reaction on that library bill this morning? Have you had a chance to read it or hear about it?
Oh yeah, I've read it. And I was in committee while it was going on, but I'm pleased to hear that it passed out of committee, that we'll be hearing it on the floor. I just lean on the side of what you were just discussing. If this material is in a place where a minor can see it or pick it up and read it before the parent realizes what they have, you can't undo that. You can't erase what they saw and what they read. And I am totally for the parent making a choice of what their child reads. But if it's in a library where a child can see it without the parent realizing it, then that's not parental choice. That's the library deciding that the child sees this subject matter.
Yeah. Yeah, well put. All right. Representative Price, thank you so much for joining us. Real quick, you have a social media or any place that people can follow you or get in touch with you?
Yes, I do have a Facebook, and I also have a Twitter account, although I will be the first to admit I'm not very social media savvy. So.
All right. Well, we'll find you the more traditional ways and look on your legislative site and reach out to you there.
All right. Thank you,
Okay,
Matt.
good.